waves and welcome back to my channel, and to this video that's going to be a 1 palette 3 looks with the Spotlight palette by OPV Beauty. I did 3 looks with this little palette, and let me think now. Yesterday was the review. I haven't really even filmed it yet, but there has been a review live, and that is going... I'll put it up here in the corner if you want to see the review before you see the looks, but I did do 3 looks with this palette. I thought this was just a really fun palette to do 3 looks with. I try to do 3 looks with palettes that when I look at them, I immediately see more than 3 looks. That's when I want to do like 3 looks, and obviously when I have time, because we're not time crunch here, people. But this is look number 3. There's going to be 2 more, and let's just start with look number 1. Okay, it's time to do the first look. Here it is with the Spotlight palette by OPV. It looks like this. I'm actually going to do something, hold on to your panties, I'm going to do something brown and teal. Brown and teal? I don't even like teal, and I certainly do not like browns that much, but I think it's going to be nice. I did a look with, am I in focus? I think so. I did a look with the, I don't have my ring on, let me put that on. I did a look with the palette from Kappahl Cosmetics, and I did like a brown crease and then a blue on the lid, and I love that combo so much. It was like a more cool tone thing, so I thought I'd use the cool tone brown in this one, and then the 2 more, this is more like a light mint. It could go either with the blues, here they are, or the teal, so I think I'm going to use those 3 shades. I'm also going to use one of my beiges from Makeup Geek just in the transition to blend that brown in too. But let me get my ring. Okay, crisis averted. I'm gonna use this one right here. It's called Creased. It's like a neutral matte thing. I haven't used it, but I thought that it'd be perfect for a look like this. I'm gonna use something kind of fluffy, and I'm gonna put that in the crease to begin with, because I don't want to go in with something warm under the dark brown, and I didn't have any like lighter brown in the palette, and I'm not complaining about that. I think that's a good thing, but I just thought I'd bring in a neutral brown transition shade just to mix the looks up a bit. And I'm sure you have a lighter brown that you can use in the crease before. It doesn't have to be this one. I also wanted to address the background just for a quick second. I know that some people get pretty almost upset in the comments when I use a background. I want you to know that when I use a background, it's because it's pitch black behind me, because I have the window behind me, and if the window isn't black, you're gonna see through the background. So I can only use the background when it's dark behind me, and I only use the background to get some light to reflect back, because that is how my settings on my camera is set up, and I don't know any other way to do the settings on my camera. So I need some light to come in from the back for my settings to work, and that's why I put the sequence in the background, so that I can have some light reflect back and for me to be able to film when it's dark outside. Otherwise I can't film when it's dark outside, and you're gonna get a whole lot less videos during autumn and winter, because it's only 2 days in the week where I can film then, and that is Saturday and Sunday. The other days when it's light, I'm at work, because when I leave for work it's dark, and when I come home from work it's dark. So basically, if I don't do a background, I'm gonna have a whole lot less videos here on my channel. If you don't like watching videos with a background, all I can say is that maybe skip the ones where you see that there is a background in the a thumbnail, but I'm only doing it for tutorials, because the settings will still work when I zoom out, but I also don't want to be super zoomed out when I'm doing tutorials. It's like a, what do you call it? In Sweden we call it moment 22. You win, either way you do it, you lose. That's basically how I want to say it. So this is basically for me to be able to film during weeknights during winter and autumn, and it is a weeknight tonight. I have to say that is actually a pretty good color. I went in with a lot of this because I want this to be a really intense look. If you don't want the crease to be as intense as I'm gonna do it, just use a bit less transition color when you start out this look. This is I want to say a neutral tone brown, but it has almost an olivey undertone. Actually really pretty. Now let me go into the Spotlight palette, and I'm gonna use the dark brown, and I'm just gonna deepen up this look with the dark brown before I go in with the teals. take a little bit of the black as well. Am I in focus? I think so. Am I? Yeah. I'm taking a little bit of the black as well. I'm just blending it out and smudging and darkening up the outer V just a little bit as well. Just a little bit. Okay, so this is the look right now. I'm gonna do the teal on the eyes now before I go in on the lower lash line, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna do brown or teal on the lower lash line. So I'm using Sparkle, which is the darker of the teals, and I am picking it up on my brush. I think I'm gonna spray. It seems to be the kind of like formula that looks better with some moisture. It seemed to have not enough oils to be able to foil it on your eyes. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this is pretty. Okay, let me take that lighter one now. It's called Limelight, and it is like a mint. I'm gonna spray that one as well. The sprayer. And I'm just gonna put that on like the inner third and just blend it into the one we had like before. As you can see, this is like a mint, and it kind of goes together with the teal now. When I have them together, I think it's also gonna go really well together with the more brighter blues, because a mint could go with either teals or blues. I think I'm gonna smudge, brushes everywhere. I'm gonna smudge a bit of the brown under my eyes, just blend a bit as foundation, and then I'm gonna go in with some of the teals. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And just like replicate what I have on top, like on bottom. Does this make sense? I hope so. I really hope so. And I'm using the teal just closest to the lash line. I'm feeling very Beauty Guru-esque with this like teal and brown. It's like what everyone goes for when they're trying to do something poppy. And I think that might be the reason why I don't use teal that much. I just feel like it's so overdone, but I do like a more muted, colorful look like this. Like it's more toned down. I do like it. I don't do it as much though, but I really should, because I do think that this is really pretty. Using that Limelight, the lighter one, I'm just wrapping my inner corners and just meeting up with the teal like under here. Okay, I think that is the final like eyeshadow look. I think it's really pretty. I am gonna use a bit of the Sigma Longwear eyeliner pencil in Wicked. It's one of those that you can like twist up. I really like this one. It's really creamy and pigmented, and this one really stays in my waterline. Just to give it a bit more of a sultry look, I'm also going to use some mascara and some liner. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner and the BFF Mascara by Colourpop. I'm going to put those on, I'll come right back and I'll show you what it looks like for lashes. Okay, so mascara and eyeliner is on, and I have to say, this cool tone look is really, like, I'm feeling it. And now that I have some black with this, like the shadows almost look gray, like a steel bluish gray together with all of this cool tone. I think if I would match them with more warm tones, they would look more actually blue, because they would clash, but I like this. I like this. It's been a hot minute since I had anything even remotely gray on my eyes. Like this autumn, I'll be honest, but I like how this looks. It's like very neutral now that I got the black with it, but I don't hate this. Maybe I'm into like cool tone neutrals. This could be my thing. I'm also wearing a new lippy that I got. This is the NYX Candy Slick Glowy Lip Color. Somehow I thought that this was gonna be a lip lacquer. It is not. This is in the color S'more Please, pun intended. This is like a balmy lip color that's like satiny glowy on the lips, and it goes on super well. Like, I am so surprised. This is not a gloss, it's more like a thicker, balmy, liquidy color lipstick. It's very balmy, not like sticky at all, like a balm. Like if a balm and a lip gloss had a kid with color. That would be this. So I'm gonna put some lashes on and I'll be back and I'll show you the finished look. I'm gonna wear the Sweden Thomas Sekelius. They're actually called Flawless. I keep forgetting that, but I'm gonna wear these and we'll see the finished look. Okay, so that is the finished look with the lashes on, and I think I have talked about the lippy, the lashes, and the eyeshadow. I think I'm done. That is the finished look. I am really excited about the cool toned, almost neutrally look. I mean, now that I have it on, it doesn't really look any teal at all, or maybe a bit here. Yeah, maybe a bit here. It looks like a bit of a teal, but it's more like subtle and more neutral than I thought. But I'm so excited that I did something cool toned, and I really do like this. And so far I really do like the shadows. This was actually my first impression. I'm gonna play a bit more with them now, and then I'm gonna film 2 more looks, and that's gonna come up right now. So look number 2 coming right now. Okay, it's time to do the second look. I think I'm in focus. Yes, nice. I have like I tried to do my hair. I tried to look pretty, okay? So I did my hair. If you ever want to have like a hair tutorial, I'm not good with hair, but if you ever do want to have that, let me know, because I basically can do 3 hairstyles. It's newly washed, didn't do anything with it, barely brushed it. It is up in a ponytail or a homeless bun, and it's curling my hair and putting it in pins like this. That's what I got. That's my whole repertoire. But if you want to see, let me know, because maybe, I mean, I'm doing all other kinds of sorts of videos nowadays, so maybe I can do some hair as well. We are doing this second look, and today I'm gonna do the combo that I was the most excited about, and I'm wearing a red dress and a blue necklace because I wanna, you always ask like how I mix and match my clothes. I try to either take things that will pick up colors from the look, or I take something that I think would be complementary to the look, like blue eye look and like orange sweater. That would be pretty as well. That's how I think. I very rarely go out in like black and white clothes. I can have black accessories or like black jeans with some other like colored things. I almost never have a full black outfit. That's not my thing. That's neither here nor there. I am gonna start off with this one that's called Edge. I am gonna do a half cut crease today. It's been a hot minute since I did a half cut crease, and I'm actually super excited about doing a half cut crease. I'm just cleaning my brush a bit because deep cleaning, ain't nobody got time for that. I really should do it this weekend though, so I'm aiming to do it this weekend. So I'm gonna start with that one, and I'm just gonna put that all over the crease so we have something to begin with. That's very pigmented, very pretty. I do think that this might have needed a lighter shadow underneath because the blend isn't exactly perfect, but I will say that not like far from every dark eyeshadow is able to be blended out to like a transition color as well. So it's not really unusual, but there isn't anything lighter within this palette. But let's be honest, you do own something lighter at home. So if you're recreating this look, I would suggest putting like something lighter underneath, maybe like a lighter mauvey pinky transition shade, or like a peachy transition shade. Something that doesn't pull too yellow though, because this look isn't gonna be made with some yellow. So I wouldn't recommend using yellows though if you want to recreate this. Okay, so now I've used this one that's called Itch, and now I'm going to use this one that's called Star. It is slightly darker and just a bit more, it has a bit of a cooler undertone, a bit more pinky toned, and I'm going to layer this on top of the Edge one and see if I can deepen up just the outer V and the mid crease. Ooh, this is a really pretty tone though. Wow. And since I'm doing a half cut crease, I'm just putting the crease color a bit higher up here because I like doing my cut crease a bit over my crease when I cut the crease, because I feel like that is what I prefer. So therefore I'm taking the crease color a tad higher. I'm also going to use a bit of the black exposure just in the outer corner to bring on the drama before I cut the crease. I hope you can see the difference between the one that has the black and the one that hasn't. It just brings a little element of drama to the look. I'm going to cut my crease a bit. I'm going to use the Colourpop concealer and just a flat brush, and I'm going to cut it a bit over my own crease because that's how I like to widen up my own eyes when I'm doing a cut crease. I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back and we'll put on the blues because so excited about the blues. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I cut the crease, and now I am gonna use the blues. I think I'm gonna use I think I'm gonna go in with the more like the sky darker blue one in the middle, and then I'm just gonna fade it into Hype. Things are falling, and I'm just gonna use a limelight in the absolute inner corner. I did put some concealer in my inner corners as well, so that I can like detach it. No, let's not do that. I also like to tap over the concealer after it's somewhat set, just to tap out the creases. It's still a bit tacky, but I do not set it because obviously I'm gonna set it with the shadows. So I'm starting with Dream, which is that like mid-tone sky blue. Do I want to tap this off just a bit so I don't get fallout? Oh, I did still get some fallout though, but oh, you can bury me in this color. That's fine. Oh wow. I love, like, I don't see enough like mid-tone like sky blues like this. Now the dog is leaving. He's like, I do not think that this is interesting. That is so pretty. I did get some fallout though, so maybe like be smart and put some powder under your eyes, or don't do your face first like I do, because I just can't get into like the feeling, like the vibe of putting on my eyeshadow if I don't have my face makeup done. It's like how I get into like the creative groove. Creative groove, is that a thing? It could be a thing. It's a thing now. So I'm basically putting this at the end here, and I'm just tapping out here a bit. I'm gonna put a bit more of the black and just blend it in, but I'm really liking this. Isn't this like super pretty? It is. Don't talk back to me. I'm getting rid of some of the fallout. Now I'm taking Hype, which is the like the middle blue. It is a bit lighter, and it's also got a bit more of a gray tone in it. And I'm just gonna put this on the inner part of the lid. See if they are they really that different on the eyes? I don't know. They're not that different, but I do see a difference. I do at least. But they're not super different, they're not. I'm gonna take Limelight, which is the light minty one, and I'm just popping that in the inner part, like the inner corner. I'm also taking a bit and just blending this into the second blue here to get some kind of a gradient going. Always when I've gotten this far, I have like the line here. I always try to make that line. I'm using a teensy weensy blending brush, and I'm using the red shadow, the second red, the star, the one that's a bit more pinky tone, and I'm just putting a bit, let's see if I can show you. Is this okay? I'm putting a bit here where they meet, just so that I can make this line a bit more exact. Just taking off some of my Vermona color switch. I'm just blending this out because I want the cut crease to look super intense all the way to the end, so to speak. Now I'm taking a bit of the black. I'm just putting it on top of where the blue and the blackish reddish is meeting, just to make this blue not stand out too much at the end here. Not saying that they're gonna blend in magically to each other, but I can give it a try. I think that's pretty okay. I'm gonna do a bit of red on my lower lash line. Let's see if I can find a good brush for that. I've been really loving this for the lower lash line lately because it puts on a lot of color, but it also blends it. It is the Kaleidos D10. I've been really into that set. I should have mentioned it in my recent favorites, because I've been using that set every time I do my makeup. It is a really good set, at least the eye brushes. I haven't been using the face brushes that much, but the eye brushes has been wow. I'm packing on a bit more of that lightest minty shade in my inner corners. I'm just blending it out a little bit because I don't want it to be too harsh of a line in the inner corners. Let's get rid of a little fallout. I'm also going to use some blue in my waterline. This is Cool Mood by Linda Hallberg. It's a very bright blue, and I thought that this would be perfect. I also got some glitters from OPV in a separate like PR package because I bought this palette and then I got a PR package. I hope that this makes any sense. I think I will explain it a bit more in the review, and I hope you watch the review before you watch this because it will make a bit more sense. But I haven't tried it on my eyes, and I thought that I'd use the OPV Metal and Liquid Glitter. It is basically like the Urban Decay glitter liners, just not as expensive, and it has like a little eyeliner thing. So I think I'm just gonna draw a line where the cut crease ends. I think that worked really good. What do you think? I think it looks really nice. I'm gonna put some mascara and some liner on. I'll show you what it looks like before I put the lashes on. I need to do something about the hair, but I think I'll do that when I'm putting the falsies on. But let me show you with mascara. Okay, so this is where we're at right now, and I really like this. I think it's so pretty. But for me personally, when I have something as dramatic as this, I do want to have some falsies on. I'm gonna wear the original Iconics from House of Lashes. These are probably my favorite lashes of all time. Also together with the, can you see? No, the glare. Wait. Like, these are the original and the Iconic lights. You can see the Iconic lights are just a bit like lighter and not as thick, and they are beautiful as well. But with a really like intense cut crease or a half cut crease, I like having the Iconic lights because they flare so nice upwards and really intensify the look that I'm going for. So let me put these on and fix my hair and be bored. So let me just put those on and I'll be right back. Okay, so that is the finished look, and I have let down my hair, and since I had it up, this is going crazy. Since I had it up with pins or like these little snappy things, the curls are holding up so good. Sometimes I do it to get waves, and sometimes I do it to get like super big hair like this, and I'm feeling very retro and I really like it. Like, the Iconic lights are on, and also the lipstick that I am wearing is the the cream lipstick by Morphe. I think it's called Babe. It's like a light neutrally brown that is a cream finish. It's actually really pretty. But yeah, that was it for look number 2. Let's get into the third and final look. Okay, it is time to do the third and final look, and I was contemplating like what I wanted to do, but I have to say that this one, the green one, it's called Notoriety. Is that a word? I'm guessing it's a word, but this green one really caught my eye, and you know my thing, like an orange lip with an orange crease is, I love that. So I'm gonna use Glimmer together with this Public Eye and also a bit of Exposure. I've been really into darkening things up with black lately. I'm gonna start with the Public Eye, which is the orangey brown in the crease, and then I'm just gonna work my way through the shades to get to the black, and then I'm gonna put the green just in the middle of my eye. Am I gonna put it over like glitter glue maybe? You know what, we'll figure that out when we get there. But let's start with the crease. I'm gonna make it really, really yummy and orange. Now I'm going in with the orangey Glimmer because I just had the lighter orangey brown before, and I am gonna put this all over my crease, just not as high as this one. That is really pretty actually. It's like not a poppy orange, it's more like a muted like terracotta, and this is really pretty. I like this tone a lot. I'm taking a teensy weensy brush and I'm taking a bit of the Exposure, which is the black, and I've been deepening it up every look with a bit of black. Obviously you can skip that if black isn't your thing, but I just love the depth and definition that a bit of black gives to a look. On the same brush, I'm just taking a bit of the orange and I'm just blending that over the black to make it really fit the color scheme. Okay, so I'm having a little bit of black. I'm just cleaning a brush a bit. I'm gonna take a bit of the Glimmer, which is the orange, and I'm gonna put that under my eyes as well. I'm also taking the Linda Hallberg crayon in Likeable Mood, which is the orange, and I'm putting that in my waterline as well to go with the orange. Now I'm gonna take some of the green. I don't know if I'm gonna try to put some glitter glue just to make it super intense. I think I am. Let me get my glitter glue. Because I just want it, I'm using the e.l.f. one and just my finger. I just want this to be like super intensely green. but not too like, not too precise. So I'm just dabbing the glue where I pretty much want the green, like that. And I'm taking, this was the finger I had, I'll take another finger and take the green, the one that's called Notify. It has a bit of an almost like a blue shift. I think you can see it even. And I'm just gonna, oh, do you see that? I'm just gonna put that on top. You could obviously use a brush, but a lot of times I actually prefer using my fingers. So I'm gonna have it turn into something like this. I'm gonna do the same on the other eye, and I'm gonna go fetch something for my inner corners, because I think I wanna have like a green duochrome inner corner with this, and the palette doesn't have one, so I'll just go fetch one. I had to change lippy. I had the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in Troublemaker. Lovely color, but it just crumbled off my lips. That is not a good look, so I'm actually gonna declutter this. This is going in the declutter pile, but I just took away as much as I could, and I put the NYX Suede in Peach Don't Kill My Vibe, which is basically the same color, but this is a lovely formula, and it is like a bullet lipstick, but the formula of these are amazing. So it's basically the same color, I just changed the formula because, oh, that Colourpop lippy. We're not doing that. I'm gonna put a Divina highlighter in Cosma. Cosma or Cosmo? Cosma. It is a green duochrome. You can't really see it here, but it is a green duochrome. I'm gonna put that in my inner corners. I'm gonna spray it a bit, because if you spray a duochrome highlighter, it will become extremely intense. And that is what we want. Let me get a pencil brush. I'm just putting that in my inner corners. Why is my computer like messing up? But I just wanna have, I'm putting it a bit to meet on the lower lash line, and I'm gonna meet the green here as well. I just wanted the green to continue a bit more. I love the combo between orange and green, and I thought that it could be nice for this video. So this is what it looks once I have the Cosma on, and I think the eye look is pretty much done. I'm actually gonna wear a green eyeliner today. This is one of the ones I bought in Japan. This is from Visay, but I know that this is like a, this is the brand isn't called Visay. Now that I have like checked it up, it's called something else, but I will link this down below, because I'm pretty sure you can get this on Yes Style. This is a green eyeliner, and it has a brush tip. So I'm gonna wear this as an eyeliner. I'm gonna put some mascara on, and I'll be back and show you what it looks like before I put the lashes on. Okay, so this is the look with the mascara and liner on. Before I hope you can see the green liner. It's really pretty. Before I put the lashes on, I'm gonna use these again. These are the Feline lashes in Savannah. I'm gonna use them. They're pretty similar to the iconic lights from House of Lashes. These are just a foam mink lash, so they're a bit less structured and a bit more fluffy. Although not really fluffy, but just a bit more. Okay, so that is everything. That is the finished look. This is what it looks like with the Savannah lashes on. I really do like them, but they're not my favorites, but I really do like them. It's perfect when you want something that's more like wispy and just a bit more fluffy, although I do like, my personal preference is like really structured lashes. Let's see if I can get up close and you can like really see what this looks like. Hope you can see something. And yeah, that was it. That was the 3 looks with the OPV Spotlight palette. Oh, you see everything like opposite here, and I have no idea how to maneuver and monitor, to be honest. But yeah, those are the 3 looks. I hope you liked them. There were more looks definitely that I could have done with this palette, but sometimes with a palette that has this many colors, the like possibilities are, I don't want to say endless, but there is a bunch of things that you could have done, obviously. But I hope that this gave you some inspiration, and if nothing else, you can always shop your stash and find something similar at home that you can do. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you want to be subscribed. I do upload quite a lot of videos. There's going to be one tomorrow, and I will see you then. Bye!